right, folks, we got a very concerning article, in my view, from my angle, from fox5ny.com, entitled Tampa Judge Orders Chemo for Young Cancer Patient, Leaves Door Open for Alternatives. Orders chemo for young cancer patient. This kind of stuff gets into tricky and scary territory. When you have judges overriding parents, it just seems like one of those attacks on parenthood type of ordeals. A 3-year-old cancer patient must undergo chemotherapy over the next 28 days despite the wishes of his parents. See, that is just scary. That is scary. That stuff can help, but it also wreaks havoc, as far as I'm aware. So to attack the bad stuff, So, a Tampa judge ruled Wednesday afternoon, but she did not make a decision about treatment options after that. The ruling marks the latest twist in the case of Noah McAdams, who was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia back in April. After 2 rounds of chemotherapy, his parents, Joshua McAdams and Taylor Bland, decided they wanted to try a more natural, holistic approach. Nothing wrong with that. As far as I'm aware, nutritional based things have twice the general success rate of these chemotherapy type ordeals. So the parents want one way, the judge ruled the other way. See, I just think that's kind of spooky. Where does it end at that point? What can't a judge override the parents on? When they failed to show up for a chemo appointment at All Children's Hospital on April 22, authorities tracked them down in Kentucky and brought the family back. Ooh, good grief. Days later, a Tampa judge ordered temporary custody to Noah's maternal grandmother, so the child gets taken. If you don't want to take a certain medical route for your child, the judge has them taken away. Wow, truly wacky and sick. I think this is a mess. I think this is an absolute mess. That's bonkers. So the judge can force the little bugger to go through treatments against the parents' wishes of taking an alternative approach. And they tracked him down and brought him back because they didn't go through with treatment. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. If this is where we're headed, then man, oh man. I can understand being concerned and wanting the best for the child, and everyone's supposed to protect people. But my goodness, when things start going against the parents, that gets kind of tricky. After a day's worth of testimony Wednesday, the judge decided that Noah would get chemotherapy for 28 days, but allowed the possibility of holistic treatments in conjunction with the chemo. So the one is forced and the other is optional alongside. So who knows what that could do. She also delayed any ruling on follow-up rounds of treatment until a later date. Rulings on further treatment, my gosh. It should be pertinent to the parents, not a judge, you would think. The media was not allowed into the courtroom because of patient privacy concerns. Following the ruling, the couple joined their attorney outside court to say they'd abide by the ruling. It is a mixed bag in that we obviously have to watch this child go through chemotherapy, but we know that, at least with the use of cannabis and other treatment, that the child will hopefully be able to deal with the chemotherapy better than not having those alternative treatments available. Attorney Michael Minardi offered. I think it's real important that people know there are alternatives to chemotherapy. Taylor Bland added. Boy, oh boy. Demonstrators, support, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm just concerned with this kind of stuff. I get to protect the youth, but there's worlds worse than this going on to go against certain parents for. I think it's important that the parents be able to take the route that they see fit to try and heal their child. So, not that being overridden by a judge. That seems kind of tricky territory. So let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching. I switched the settings on the video type stuff, and the file sizes have just gone insane. So we'll have to see about that. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more. I will see you ahead, and subscribe so that America, the average Joe, can become the media and outdo the media. Take care, cool.